Hello and welcome back. Quick detour from the Cotto versus Manny Pacquiao fight. We are going into the Klitschko versus Lennox Lewis. I just watched this fight a couple hours ago, so it's fresh in my mind. Now, the reason I chose to do this fight right now is because of this guy's right hand. I want to rewatch this with you guys and go over Klitschko's game plan, what I think he was going for, especially with his right hand. Now, there's two ways he threw his right hand. It was a wide, not an overhand, but a wide hook-like right hand and a straight right hand. So he had two different types of right hands, and I want to see how he overwhelms or gets through the guard of Lennox Lewis. Now, Lewis had a great guard in the first round. Not many punches landed by both. Both were quick to slip and get out the way, put their arms in the way, defend each other's punches. And also, I want to do this fight because of how intense it was after the first round. So we'll just wait for these guys to calm down. Now, Lennox doesn't look like he's in the best of shape. I'm guessing he put on extra weight. Either he didn't train as hard or he wanted to have extra weight on him to fight the bigger Klitschko. Has Lennox Lewis ever fought someone this big? I'm not sure. So I feel like that was very difficult. That was like one of the most difficult parts for him going into this fight. Plus, this fight was a 2 weeks notice. Does Klitschko throw that right hand? No, we don't see that right hand clearly. We're going to go over Klitschko's right hand because I think, if I'm correct, he gave it was a perfect setup. Okay, so now Lennox has his guard up here. Okay, now this right hand can either go around, or inside. Okay, if Klitschko throws it just inside, Lennox is going to start blocking it. You'll see Klitschko's going to throw it outside, which is Lennox is going to get rid of it too. So we'll see how that happens. All right, so leans back, puts his arms out. Okay, so it's not an overhand. It's like a looping right hand, we'll call it. We'll call it the looping right. He throws it twice there, Klitschko, but none of them land. The punches I like from Lennox Lewis are the jabs, the power jabs he lands on Klitschko. He lands some good left hooks. His right hand doesn't really work as well. I mean, he lands some right hands, but they're not as devastating as Klitschko's right hands. I can't remember when Lennox Lewis fought someone this much taller than him. This is after he fought Tyson, who was shorter. So I think for a long time, and he fought Holyfield. So I think for a long time, towards the end of his career, maybe, if I'm wrong, please correct me, that he was fighting shorter guys. So, okay, I'm looking for Vitali's right hand. See, that's the other right hand that he threw, Vitali, which is straight down the middle between Lennox's guard. And this is, sorry, I keep stopping at the misses of Vitali, but you'll understand why later on in the fight. Now you see that's the other punch he throws. Now Lennox Lewis gets rid of that one. He leans to his right and puts his left arm around in the way between the right hand and his head, and he dips down to his right to get rid of it. So even though Vitali's missing this right hand, we want to keep an eye on it, what he does with it. Let's see, was that a jab by Lennox Lewis? Like I said, Lewis lands some good jabs in here. Yeah, beats Klitschko to the punch. I don't think Klitschko cares too much about the left hand of Lewis. I think he's more worried about the right hand. This is something I saw Klitschko do a couple times, which is work the left hand. Now, like I said, Lennox, his defense is great in the first round. So here, Klitschko fakes, left hook, jab. They barely land. Another jab. They don't really land. He gets a jab in there, but Lewis is sharp. See, that's the other right hand he throws. So mostly after So Klitschko would either lead with a jab or he would lead with a hook. Usually after the hook, he would throw an inside right hand, like he did over here. And sorry to keep pausing, just some points I want to get out there before we move on. The other thing that Klitschko did very well in this fight, you'll see again in the later rounds, well, not that many later rounds because the fight didn't go that long, is after he would throw the right hand, he wouldn't just throw the right hand, he would come back with the left. Right, 1, 2, and then he would go with the 1. Not every time, but most of the time. Which is a great punch to get you back on balance. So 1, 2. Oh yeah. So again, Klitschko throws a jab. Now we saw him go around the guard of Lewis. Now he's gonna go inside. Okay. If you see it, it looks like Lewis is almost blocking it, but actually his right hand gets in there. Right here, his face is exposed. So Lennox does not know if the right hand from Vitali is going to go around here or it's going to go around here. He figures that out after he gets hit, so he doesn't really know what's going on. Now, like I said, the other part of Klitschko's right hand is after he throws the right hand, here he's off balance for a split second. Not really off balance, but not in the best position. Instead of letting Lewis counter him with his own right hand, a quick jab, and now his weight's back here, and then he's safe again. Okay, so a good punch to after you throw right hand. A lot of fighters throw the left hook, but you could also throw the jab to get back on balance. Now we just saw Klitschko throw the inside right hand just a couple seconds ago. Now what's he gonna throw here? Outside right hand. Okay. I don't think he really minds if Lennox Lewis is blocking this right hand or getting rid of it. He's just trying to confuse Lennox by going in and out, in and out, in and out until he eventually unlocks the lock, which is Lennox's great defense. Nice jab by Lennox. And you see again, we said after the left hook, he throws a straight right hand inside the middle. So left hook, okay. They kind of pivot quickly. Now, where's he going to go? He's going to go in between the gloves of Lennox Lewis. Quick right hand. And now what's the next punch he throws? Sorry, I'm not keeping count of the right hands. Jab. Now, Lennox does not know. Should he block inside? Should he block outside? Vitali comes over. So we just saw him go outside, inside, outside, inside, or inside, outside, inside, out. He's going back and forth between them. Sorry, I lost count. But if you replay the video, you can see how many times he actually does it. Because at first, when I saw the first round, I was like, why is Klitschko throwing such wide punches like this? Not wide, but looping right hands that are easy to see. Okay, now we just saw, I forgot if he went inside or outside, but what's he going to do now? He's going to go outside again. And then he comes back with the jab to get back on balance. Nice jabs from Lennox Lewis. And he goes outside again. Vitali does. Watch the left arm of Lewis. Now, I don't think Lewis has ever had someone in his recent years that had a long arm, longer reach maybe than him, I'm guessing. I think Klitschko's a little bit bigger. So I don't think Lennox was ready for that looping right hand. Now this one, I don't know if it landed, but it goes looping around. Does he go inside here? He wings that one. But you see how loopy of a right hand that Klitschko throws, and then how straight of a right hand he throws. We'll get into the corner talk later on. I like what Emmanuel Stewart told Lennox Lewis. Now Lewis, of course, is an all-time great heavyweight, and he has the, what's that word? He has the, I forgot. He has that character that if he can't outpoint you, he's gonna fight you, which is what he does later on, I believe, after this round. But I'll turn the voiceover on, and hopefully we'll hear what Emmanuel Stewart has to say. So that's the lead. That's the Klitschko leading with the hook, and of course after he leads the hook. So Lennox has both arms here. Okay. Vitali's trying to open up this defense for his right hand. So what he does is if he threw a hook first. Yeah, right there. There it is. So a hook. Okay, Lennox blocks that one. They shift a little bit. Vitali right in the middle. Bang. Doesn't land as clean. And he goes inside again. But I think the reason that Lennox is having so much trouble is he hasn't had that reach, someone with the reach over him like Vitali does. You could see that Vitali's a little bit taller. So for the first time in a long time, Lennox is having to punch up. And he doesn't beat his opponent with the longer reach like he's used to. Nice double jab there. That was one of my favorite parts of the fight, which is that double jab in the second round. Now Klitschko just went inside. Let's see here. And the other punch that Lennox had success with was the left hook. So here you could see Vitali is reaching a bit. The reason he is coming back with the jab to set himself on balance, because here he gets hit with that left hook. So I think he committed earlier than he should have. He should have still played that outside-inside game with the right hand before committing. But I believe he... See, there goes that right hand again. Okay, he doesn't care if it lands or not, but he's making Lewis have to block outside, not just inside, and vice versa. And what do we see over here? So Vitali just went outside previously. What is he gonna do right here? Is he gonna go outside or inside? He goes inside. Bang. Short right hand. I think this wobbles. And then of course he throws a left after. Okay, so we just saw him go outside. Now he went inside of the guard of Lennox Lewis. Working that jab again. So he went outside, inside. Let's remember that for the next right hand. Now he went inside again. Now he tried to go outside, but Lennox blocked that one. You could see the loop. Did he? Yeah, whenever you see the elbow come up with Vitali's right hand, you know that he's looping it. When you don't see the elbow, it's just going straight down the middle. Nice jab. So you could see Lennox, I guess no, that's everybody does that when they have their back turned. Nice jab. And there's that right hand again, inside. Bang. Sorry about the elbow thing. I guess he does it when he throws straight it too. Bang. Bang. Okay. Now from here, Vitali, he didn't just go inside, he went outside previously. Now he's going inside. And then he really caught Lennox there. Lennox is holding on. And he goes outside again, Vitali. I'll stop pausing on every right hand because there's too many right hands to keep pausing on. He goes inside, works the jab again after the right hand. Inside right hand. And there goes that so that's the third time, I believe, that Vitali threw a lead with the left hook, and then he went inside with the right hand. Bang, right there. Nice jab. So this is what I like about Lewis, what he did in this fight. Vitali had some moments where I'm not sure what he was doing here. I think he thought he was too much in control or something, because here he thought Lennox was really hurt. And he's wide open. You see the body language between Vitali? He's standing straight up basically. Lennox is ready for a jab or a right hand from, see how his body is curved a little bit more. It looks like he's more aerodynamic versus Vitali standing up. So when he throws that jab square on the chin, now I think Lennox gets hit with a jab too, but his jab does the most damage right on the nose, chin, mouth of Vitali. Let's see, did Vitali go outside or inside here? So jab, outside. No, I'm not too. I believe it was kind of an outside punch. Inside, right there. He went inside. I came back with the jab. See right here? Tight right hand, moves his head off to the side. Completely different than the other right hand he threw, which was outside of the lead shoulder of, not Holyfield, of Lennox Lewis. Tried to go inside that right hand. Lewis countered him. Outside again with that right hand. And once you notice this after the first round, you'll just tight right hand again. After this round, he just starts throwing the right hand. I don't think he cares too much about switching it around. I think he switched it around mostly in the first round and the second to, so here he goes outside. He's gonna go for the opening. So if my memory serves me correct, Klitschko, he switched it up in the first two rounds. He might switch it again in the third, fourth. Okay, this is what I want to hear. This is why Emmanuel Stewart is one of the greatest coaches. So if you watch Mosley versus Mayweather, I believe this is very similar. When Mayweather waited for Mosley to throw his right hand in the first round or the second round, he got caught because he couldn't time Mosley's shakiness. Now, I believe that Lennox, when he waits for Vitali to start, Vitali is going to trick him with that right hand. So when Lennox waits for that right hand and tries to time Vitali is going to out-trick him right now. So Emmanuel Stewart told him, first of all, he's losing the fight, so that should get him riled up. Second of all, he told him he has more experience in these bigger fights and to take it to him. Now Vitali, he wants to start the attack so he can confuse Lennox with the outside or the inside right hand, which he did successfully, and now he landed it in the second round. Now, Emmanuel Stewart is telling Lennox to come in, okay? And you work that left hook, which worked nice. And that's perfect advice that Emmanuel Stewart gave to Lennox Lewis. And that's what a good coach does. Not too many words, and he gets the point across. That's the straight right that started. But you saw in the first round how how loopy Vitali would throw his right hand. So he jabbed, and this is the dangers of letting Vitali start for Lennox. Lennox is trying to either defend or counter. Okay. Now, if Vitali only threw straight punches, straight right hands, I don't think he would get this reaction out of Lennox. Watch Lennox's reaction right when Vitali... Okay. He's not going for a hook. I think he's either trying to jab. I don't think that's the option. I think he's trying to block that. Okay. Because see how his hand goes straight? I think he was worried about the hand going around, but it went inside. That's the only reason he would he would open up his guard like that. He could have raised his hand for a left hook to time Vitali's right hand. That could have been another reason. So either he moved this left hand to defend the outside right hand or to throw that counter left hook. Okay. But I'm not sure. This is the main reason I wanted to do this fight study was the first two rounds, how Vitali opened up the defense of Lennox Lewis. Nice right hand. So we said when Vitali threw his lead hook, he would always go in with a straight right. Now when Lennox goes out with the lead hook, he doesn't go straight in. He actually went around. And that might be because he needed to reach Klitschko. He had to really put his weight behind it and really step in with it, so it curved a little bit. Nevertheless, nice hook and right hand. Oh, there's a cut on... So it might have been that right hand that Lennox threw that got the cut. Now, Lennox does look out of shape in this fight. Okay, Vitali again jabs. Kind of comes down with that right hand a little bit, more than a straight right. Nice jab, pivot, nice right hand. Nice jab. Nice jabs. So as we watch the fight, just keep an eye, no pun intended, keep an eye on Vitali's right hand. See inside. And this is what I was saying, the characteristic of a great champion, Lennox Lewis, is you got to come forward, you got to make a fight. There's another right hand for Vitali. If the other guy's outpointing you, you can't just box your way to a loss. You got to just turn it into a fight, and that's exactly what happened. See, straight down the pipe. I'm not sure if Lennox rolled with that one. Okay. And you see how Vitali hides behind his shoulder? He hides his chin behind his shoulder. Right there, he went on the outside, but he didn't throw it with the right hand, Vitali. Now, these guys do look sloppy at times. They fought at a high pace for such big men. If you see how big the ref is, if one of them didn't want to listen, they could easily not listen to the ref. Nice jab by Lewis. Nice hook. See again the hook and then the straight right from Mr. Vitali. Hook. Straight right. Get out of there. Every time. I think that's the 4th or 5th time that Vitali started with the left hook and went straight in. Nice jab from Lennox Lewis. Nice right hand by Vitali. So yeah, you can say that when the fight was stopped, if the Vitali didn't get cut, he would have won the fight. Blah blah blah, and that's at the same point, if Lennox didn't come forward and push the fight, maybe Vitali would have never got cut. So you got to give it up to Lewis. You can't say, oh, if the cut never happened, because he did cut him, and that's part of boxing. There's another video that Manuel Stewart talks about Muhammad Ali, and he's describing the same characteristic of Lennox Lewis. He said, Ali, if he can't outbox you, he's going to outfight you, and that's what champions do. And you see that wide right hand by Vitali. Okay, this looks nothing like the right hand that he stunned Lennox Lewis with in the second round. So you see how this one curves? The other right hand went straight down the middle. See those two pathways? It's either straight or around. And I believe this really worked for him because he had the longer reach. See, outside again. Sorry if I'm not looking at the eye right now. It's kind of gross. That was one of the worst cuts I've ever seen. So if you want to look away right now, you should look away. I'm looking away. George Foreman was the first to speak on the eye. He said they should stop the fight right now, a couple rounds before the fight was actually stopped. This is disgusting. I don't know why the cameraman was zooming in on this. Terrible cut. Now it looked like this cut started off after the right hand of Lennox Lewis. I think that's the one that did it. Yeah. And then through another. Yeah, that's the one that did it. No, I just stopped showing this. I don't know why they keep. My hand's blocking the screen right now, so I can't see. If you want to look away, I would look away. So when he was getting outpointed, and this is something I said, what made. If you watched my breakdowns of Wilfred Benitez versus Sugar Ray Leonard, is what made Sugar Ray Leonard really good and Tommy Hearns, is after the second round, they figured out that they can't attack Benitez, and it's better to let Benitez attack them, and then they catch him coming in. And that's the same thing with Mr. Lennox Lewis. After the second round, he found out that he can't wait on the outside and time and box Klitschko, the bigger man. he has to take it to him, and that's what he did, and that's the reason he actually won the fight. And he realized that after the second round, he could give it up to his coaching and his ability to do that also. But like I mentioned before, why Leonard was so good, the same reason why Lewis was so good, is they can realize that something isn't happening right away after a round or two, and then they could quickly readjust. I believe if Lennox kept waiting on the outside, like he did in the first 2 rounds, and let Vitali keep playing that right hand game with him, which is the looping right hand, inside right hand, I think he could have gotten knocked out. Because his reflexes at this point of his career and his weight, and he's not the same fighter he was a few years back. Now, actually, I like how Lennox starts throwing his right hand, kind of like how Vitali was throwing his right hand to the outside. Like that. At the same time, Vitali isn't losing. He's winning on points, I believe. The right eye doesn't bother Vitali too much. He messes with his vision, but he's not touching it. Or usually when there's a cut, fighters, you'll see them touching their cut and looking at their glove and doing all that. Vitali is not paying it any attention. That's another thing I like Vitali. What he did was the jab, hook, jab. Very underrated move, but something great jabbers and great boxers have. Jab, hook, jab, jab again. Because it's so quick, and then right hand. The jab is so quick to move around into a hook, or jab, hook, jab, that it's a lot faster than the defense of the right hand, so it really opens up the opponent when you can move your left hand quickly. Especially it pairs great with a great right hand like Vitali has, because then you could really make a nice opening, nice jabs. I'm not sure if Lennox ever fought someone taller than him. Actually, no, he did fight someone his size before. I did a breakdown on that, actually. That was the first fight I did a breakdown on. And you see Lennox throwing that right hand, how Vitali's throwing it to the outside of the face. See that again. How Vitali goes. No, right before this, he threw a quick lead right hand, I believe. Yeah, there it is. Bang. So, pushes him off. Bang on the inside. Ooh. Bang to the outside. Okay. Just that Vitali, by switching in his jab inside and outside, you see how many, he basically almost won the fight, or was winning the fight. Nice jab by Lennox. That's another stiff jab that I threw. That basically almost won him the fight just by making that small adjustment. If he had thrown that straight right hand over and over again, I don't think he would have had the same success. Or if he threw that looping right hand over and over again, I don't think he would have the same success. I think he did a great job by making Lennox guess what's coming next. Usually fighters, they throw one type of right hand, so you'll find... Nice job. I remember I was coaching for one pro fight. We didn't see much of the guy we were fighting. We only saw pad works of him. And in his pad work, he looked like he was throwing straight right hands. I'll continue my story. I'll remind myself to continue the story. Oh yeah, so we watched the tape of him only hitting pads. We didn't see any fights of him. And he looked like he only threw straight rights. So we trained to block his straight right and counter that. And then during the fight, he only threw looping right hands. So we had to adjust for that. But yeah, most fighters, they throw one type of punch. They don't really mix it up as much.
Pushing your weight on him, dog, while you're inside pitching. The left hook, if you ever catch him with the left hook, he's going to be going down.
Disgusting guy. I don't want to look at this. Again, Stewart is giving the right directions, push him back, land that left hook. But yeah, to do what Vitali does, now I'm not 100% sure he was looping and going straight in with that right hand on purpose. That's my guess what he was trying to do, but it takes a great deal of self-awareness to do that. So if you are a fighter that throws one type of punch all the time, one type of jab, one type of hook, one type of right hand, and you notice that people always block your punch, it's maybe because you do the same thing over and over again, and it's just easy to predict where the punch is going to land. So try mixing it up sometimes. Even if Vitali didn't land any outside right hands, like in the beginning, he wasn't landing any of them, but he just knew it was going to annoy Lennox enough where it would potentially open a path for a straight right. So even if I might not land that looping right hand, I might just throw it with no power behind it, just quick, just to get my opponent used to defending it, so it opens up a path for my straight right hand. And you can do that with any punch, basically. Now this guy really loves Lennox. I think he was on his team or something because the way he jumped. Now Lennox has to resort to some type of roughhouse tactics, which is he'll hold around the neck of Vitali sometimes in close and feed him right hands. Beautiful right hand. That guy literally jumped out of his seat. How did he jump back? And the right hand again. And Vitali starts to throw right hands too. I like how they both took stuff from each other. This is the hook that Manuel Stewart was talking about. But I think Lennox, even though he was throwing the left hook, he was worried from that right hand, so he kind of opted for the inside uppercuts a little bit more. But he wanted to get close. And he's throwing those big haymaker right hands, just trying to end it. Now this is my favorite part of the fight. Just bang, I think 7. Oh, the ref is just standing there. I don't know what he's doing. But I like how he let them fight, but he should have broken them up earlier than this. You see Lennox is trying to end this fight with a big right hand. I don't think he would have been able to go the full 12 rounds, Lennox Lewis. So that cut really helped him. Because right before they stopped this fight, the way he sits down on the stool, we'll talk about that too, body language. Now Vitali's coming on. They're both tired, but I think Lennox is more tired. Nice body shot there. You didn't really see too many body shots, other than those 7 that Lennox threw in a row. Now it's a fight. Lennox made it a fight. I think if he stayed on the outside, like Emmanuel Stewart said, he might have gotten knocked out. Because he has the lesser reach. He's the older fighter. He's not well conditioned. His reflexes might have been slower. That's another uppercut. Vitali was all of the opposites in this fight. Younger, more in shape, longer reach. I don't know who the harder puncher is. So by Lennox bringing the fight to Vitali, I think it really changed the course of the fight. And that's why he won. It's a great fight. If you watch it with the noise and the commentary and stuff. But now you got to listen to my voice. Ref taking a quick look at the eye. And Lennox proved, the haymakers, he's trying to... Lennox doesn't really throw those type of punches, especially in the 5th round. I've never seen him get crazy like that. But he really wants to, I think, worsen the cut and end the fight, because I don't think he would have been able to go on much longer. Okay, I'm looking away. Terrible cut. And he's cut in both places, above and below the eye. Foreman said it best. I think he said it in the 3rd round, right after it happened or something. He's like, it doesn't matter if it's a world championship. yeah, this guy has to see for the rest of his life. So I would have threw up if I was in that corner. Good thing this guy's the cut man didn't. And oh yeah, I want to say this fight reminds me of the Muhammad Ali versus Henry Cooper fight actually, cause same thing, or similar stuff. Cooper was winning the fight versus Ali, and then in the, when was it, the 5th round? Yeah, the 5th round, Ali cut him, and then they stopped the fight, and this just, it gives me the same type of energy. But this happened late in Lennox's career. He got the break. Ali got it early on in his career. But both stopped the guy that was winning on a cut. And Ali did that in the 6th round in their second fight too, I believe. See, nice right hand tight by Vitali. Nice right hand again. Nice right hand again. Lewis's defense is a lot looser now. It's not as tight as in the beginning. See, Vitali now he's going inside the guard with most of his punches. Jabs, right hands. Ref taking another look at the eye. Another right hand. Another right hand. Is he going to throw a jab inside? Another right hand. That uppercut was vicious. Now, I made a video about this a long time ago. It was a pretty stupid video. I was like, history repeats itself. But if you've seen Anthony Joshua versus Vlad, Klitschko's brother, Joshua lands the same type of right uppercut as Lennox Lewis here, which just the neck snapping right uppercut. I put the videos in the same video. Ref, take another look. That eye is bad. It's crazy how one right hand from Lennox Lewis opened that cut, but Vitali landed over 30 right hands on Lennox and none of them cut. I think Lennox was cut on his nose. Nice uppercuts by Vitali. Yeah, he was cut on his nose at the end, but not severely as Klitschko. Nice jab. See, that's the other stiff. I think that was the 3rd or 4th stiff jab that Lennox landed. And that comes by way of Vitali just standing there thinking too much, thinking too long. Nice uppercut, a nice body shot by Lennox. Even if you're thinking, move your head, move your feet, move your hands. But if you let the other guy know that you're stuck and thinking, then they're gonna take advantage because you're not doing anything. Ref taking another close look. I'll be back with the Cotto versus Pacquiao Part 2. But I just want to make this video. And Lennox is going for that eye again. Once this fight is done, I'm going to search up Lennox's record. I just want to see what fights... Nice right hand. That was... I want to see who was his opponents before he fought Klitschko. See their heights. Because for him to fight like this, after being... After being such... always... Okay, here. After always being the taller guy for a while, for Lennox to fight like the shorter man and move in, takes a lot of discipline to readjust on the fly. Okay, Lennox is dead tired. I think he's glad that he finished the round in his corner. I'll play at normal speed and he kind of just flops onto the stool. So I don't think he had much left in him. I mean, he's a champion. Like right there, he really sat on that stool. He's a champion, so he would have kept going, but I don't think he had much left in him. So yeah, most of this fight, the things I want to highlight were Vitali switching between the outside right hand, the inside right hand. And Lennox, with his coach, figuring out that they can't wait in time Vitali. He's too strong, fast. He's too strong, lengthy, young, for Lennox to stay on the outside again. So Lennox had to come forward and make it into a fight. Now Vitali gets up and he says, why? Which you could understand his pains. Well, it's a 45-minute video. Okay, we're going to go quickly. Box rec. Lennox Lewis. Box rec. I just want to see. So Hasim Rahman. Okay, so Hasim Rahman, he lost and then got it back. I think they were the same height almost, or Lennox might have been a little bit taller. But other than that, it was Mike Tyson, the fight before this. David Tua, another short fighter. Franz Botha, another shorter fighter. Michael Grant, he was 31. Oh, I gotta research him. I don't remember him. Evander Holyfield, twice. So during his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and Ezekiel Maverick, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe like 5 or 6 were shorter fighters than Lennox. I'm not sure about the other, if Lennox was taller than them or not. But I think Klitschko had the reach over Lennox in a while. So for Lennox to go from being the guy with the longer reach and easily landing his right hand to having to go inside and face a guy with the longer reach and as good as Vitali, I think it showed a lot of courage and championship mindset from Lennox. And that was my video. I wanted to make this video just to show how easy it is to trick someone's defense. Well, not how easy it is, but how simple a game plan could be. Boxing game plans isn't something that's out of the world. Just changing up something as regular as a right hand between a straight right hand and a kind of a looping right hand made the difference between Vitali trying to get in the defense and unlocking the defense of Lennox Lewis. Appreciate you if you stuck to the end. I'll be making the Pacquiao versus Cotto fight study part 2 today also, and my computer is almost out of charge. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.